Happy belated Monday, everybody. For those of you replay vloggers still out there watching, I know my day is late. I'm supposed to go on Mondays, but my computer crashed, which, only seems to happen when you have a deadline or an agenda of some kind. It never happens when you have nothing to do and you don't just come home and go, oh, hey, look, my computer crashed. It's always you're in the middle of doing something. But before that happened, I found out the topic last night, which was favorite childhood TV shows, and I think I've got it right this time. I do. So it took me a really long time to try to think of favorite childhood TV shows, because childhood is such even a big gap, and I was a total couch potato. I lived for TV. Not even just like during summer and weekends and Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, every single second had TV. It's still that way, but it was really bad as a kid. I would have parties just to watch TV. It was sad. But I tried to think back to the shows that I would like rush home to watch, or that I would watch most often, and I think I came up with two. In early childhood, like cartoon-wise, it was, well, Captain Planet was good, but I think what really won was the Rescue Rangers. Yeah, the Rescue Rangers, the ones with the animals. I think some of them were mice. Yeah, they were mostly mice. But it was really awesome. And then there was like the big bad guy was this big fat cat. He was like a mafia dude. It was a great show. And Monterey Jack was this fat mouse, and he was obsessed with cheese because he's Monterey Jack, right? Right. It was really cool. If anybody else knows it, push the big like button up. And then after that, when you get a little closer to the end of elementary school years, entering middle school, I think, around that time. No, mostly still elementary school, but, getting a little bit older. It was Clarissa Explains It All and Alex Mack. Clarissa Explains It All was the classic, of course, and that was whole Melissa Joan Hart's beginnings and everything, and I just loved the whole intro when she writes Clarissa. That's cool. So I guess my reason for that one would be that it was hilarious and that she had really good fashion sense and she was able to write her name. That was it. And then Alex Mack came out, and that topped all of them for me because it was about science fiction and about magical powers and power plants, and then you also had like the friendship and the teen stuff going on in there. And she was a tomboy, but still had like the slight girly tendencies. But for those of you who don't know or who are trying to remember what it was about, she was somehow hit by like nuclear power plant stuff, or experimented on. Something happened with that goo. She was able to melt down into liquid. That was like her big power, her Alex Mack power. And she also had, I think, the ability to like spark things and to move things like telekinesis. A bunch of different variety of powers. I'm gonna have to buy those DVDs. But it was a great show otherwise. And she had a best friend who was a guy, and so they always had their own little adventures going on. But, it became that she had to keep her secret, and he had to keep her secret, and even the family didn't know what was going on. And I always think of that show. It was a really good show. But I also really like a lot of science fiction, witchcrafty, magical power stuff. So something that had that was also geared towards my age range was really cool. I think it was on Nickelodeon. Yeah, that's when Nickelodeon was awesome, by the way. I think that covers it for my childhood shows. It didn't really take me as long as I thought it would, which is good because now I have to go to work. But as far as reasons why, I think the reasons were they were conveniently on TV during those times. Like the Rescue Rangers were probably like always on in the morning, so that was good for before school. And Alex Mack and Clarissa were always on like the afternoon and the weekends. But Alex Mack had its own reasons because it was just a flat out awesome show. And again, like if you're for Alex Mack. That's all I have. See ya. Oh, so I also remembered that my other favorite cartoon when I was a kid was the Tiny Toon Adventures. And not only was it a flat-out awesome show because it was all kid versions of all of the favorite adult Looney Tune characters, but I can sing the entire Tiny Toons song. Yes, I can. And I'm not going to do it now because that would be silly and I don't have enough time. But maybe in the next video that'll be like the ending thing. Thanks. Bye.